It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Borg Brewery and it's a bottle of the msson Iceland Nr. It's from Iceland, Reykjavik in Iceland. There's the bottle. I was kindly sent this beer by Richard Bond. Richard Bond is a good friend of mine. He's one of the main managers of Wetherspoons in Wales. We often meet, have a beer, and he was in Iceland on holiday and he was kind enough to bring me this back. So thank you, Richard. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. Beer in the glass then. Very light coloured ale. Loads of carbonation. Look at the way that head formed on that beer. Nice levels of carbonation as I mentioned. 2 fingers of white head. Quite a clear beer. I like the carbonation levels on this. It looks very pretty in the camera. Let's dive in with the aroma. Wow, it smells like a nice wheaty lager. Loads of lemon. A little bit of lemon there with spice. Maybe a bit of white pepper. Smells good. 5.3% ABV. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, there's lots going on. There's a flavour in it that's very unusual. It's like it's almost like a rose petal or a floral flower note, almost like a violet. A violet taste of the beer. If you were to smell a violet flower, that lovely pungent aroma. Carbonation lifts the beer right up. It brings the beer to a level that hits your carbonation. It hits your palate, that carbonation, should I say. And it dances on the tongue. The beer gets pushed around inside of the mouth. All them lovely flavours get released. I'm quite convinced it's a lager. But a lager with lots of flavour. Lemon. I tell you what I said, violet. Do you know them ultraviolet sweets? Them Parma violet sweets, should I say. Them little purple sweets you get in the UK. I hope you get these kind of sweets abroad as well, so, or wherever you are in the world watching, so you know what I'm trying to say here. It's most definitely them Parma violet sweets. That lovely taste. The beer is light, refreshing. It's very drinkable, as you can see. I've drunk a lot of this beer already. And I didn't know Iceland was big on its brewing scene, to be honest. It looks as well to be, could very well be a bottle conditioned beer. This little bit murky there in the bottom, so I'll show you what a bottle conditioned beer does to a beer like this. It's quite clear at the moment. It's not bottle conditioned. It's an unfiltered beer. I don't know if you can see there. There's the carbonation. You've got little bits floating around. In the glass there. But a decent beer. Lots of lemon taste, lots of kind of a nice refreshing lager feel to the beer. Hops in the beer. it's, believe it or not, it's St David's Day in Wales. We live in Wales. It's St David's Day, 1st of March 2015, and there's a sense of spring in the air, and it's like walking through a fresh field of daffodils, this aroma and taste. A lovely floral, flowery type of beer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm going to rate it. Now, I've seen some of Richard's pictures on Instagram, and it looked like he had a wonderful time. There was lovely kind of, what do they call it, with the volcano warms up the water naturally. Like a spa type thing. I've seen a few pictures where he was kind of sitting in the rocks and with all of this water, warm water. And I can imagine a nice beer like this, you know, in that setting. Because most of the time, some of the best beers you taste in the world are not necessarily the greatest beer in the world, but in a setting, a holiday setting, next to the beach, as I just mentioned, sitting next to a volcano pool of warm water with a nice beer like this, it wouldn't be better. It would be absolutely perfect. So there's always a beer for that scene and for that moment. And I think this beer would be for that moment. This kind of, you've sat in a sauna for a few hours, and say a few hours, you'd be all frazzled, wouldn't you? Say 20 minutes in the sauna, you've got out, you're really thirsty, and you know, you swig back a nice bottle of this. It's pretty good. 5.3%. I'm going to rate it, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm so glad to have tried the Borg Brewery, one of their beers. Put your comments in the comments box. Thanks again to Richard. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.